Good evening, sir, and good evening to my fellow batchmates. My name is Ritaja Dey. I am from the EC department, second year, third semester of MCKVIE. Our topic for environmental science presentation is e-waste management. So I have done this project with my batchmate Supratik Chakraborty under the guidance of our respected teacher, Mr. Somojit Khorai. So this is the index, and now we are going to discuss on these topics from here. Now Supratik will continue. Supratik, please take over.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, friends. I would like to thank Mr. Somojit Ghodai, sir, for giving us the opportunity to perform this wonderful project on e-waste management. I am Supratik Chakraborty from EC, third sem, roll number 19. Now we are going to discuss about e-waste. Let's begin. Here comes with the introduction. Electronic waste or e-waste describes discarded electrical or electronic devices, used electronics which are destined for refurbishment, reuse, resell, salvage, recycling through the material recovery, or the disposal are also considered as e-waste. It is a point of concern considering that many components of such equipment are considered toxic and are non-biodegradable. Here, in this diverging radial, we can see today's electronic gadget will become tomorrow's electronic waste, such as laptop, mobile, LED bulbs, printer, TV, computer, pen drive, speaker, etc. Please change the slide. In this slide, we will see the source of e-waste. Products used for data processing such as computer, monitor, printer, speaker, etc. Electronic devices used for entertainment purpose like TV, DVD, and CD players. Equipment or devices used for communication like phones, landline, fax, etc. Household equipments like vacuum cleaner, microwave, ovens, washing machines, AC, etc. And audiovisual component. Change the slide, please. So this donut chart is showing the participation of daily used electronics in composing e-waste. 30% of the e-waste are washing machine, AC dryer. 20% of e-waste are refrigerator. 15% is DVD, CD players. Another 15% computer, telephone, printer, etc. 10% television and another 10% monitors. Please change the slide. There are several materials which are used in composition of e-waste, such as iron and steel used for casing and frames, glass used for screen, window, etc. Non-ferrous metal, especially copper, used in cables and aluminium. Plastic used as casing in cables and for circuit. Electronic components and others are rubber, wood, ceramic, etc. Please change the slide. Now we will discuss about its effect on environment. Emission from e-waste create environmental damage. Toxic chemicals from e-waste enter the soil, crop, food pathway. They are non-biodegradable and cause soil pollution. E-waste accounts for 40% of the lead and 75% of the heavy metals found in landfills. Please change the slide. Now we will discuss about its effect on human body. It damages central and peripheral nervous system, blood system, and leads to kidney damage. Chromium, it leads to asthma, bronchitis, and damage of DNA. Cadmium, it gets accumulated in kidney, liver, causes neural damage. Mercury causes chronic damage in brain and respiratory system. Plastic, including PVC, leads to immune system damaging, interfere with the regulatory hormone. Please next slide. Here we will know about the generators of e-waste. Those are small business and household, institute and government offices, equipment manufacturer. This bar graph shows that which occupation produces which e-waste in how much unit. Change the slide. How this become e-waste? Changes and advancement in technology, changes in fashion, style and status generation to generation, attractive offers from manufacturer, not taking precautions while handling them. Now we will discuss about the current scenario of e-waste formation per year in various states of our India. In Mumbai, 11,017 metric tons of e-waste are produced. In Delhi, its amount is 9,730 metric tons. 4,648 metric tons is produced in Bangalore. Chennai produces 4,132 metric tons. In Kolkata, its amount is 4,025 metric tons. 3,227 metric tons in Ahmedabad. Hyderabad produces 2,833 metric tons. Pune 2,584 metric tons and Surat 1,836 metric tons. Please show the next slide. Let us see the countries producing highest amount of e-waste. Chennai is leading with 26%, 23% of e-waste produced by USA, 9% from Japan, 8% from our India, 7.2% from Germany, Brazil 6%, and the rest 20.8% comes from Russia, France, Indonesia, and Italy. Now Ritoja will take over. Ritoja, please continue.
Okay, Supratik has very nicely discussed all the things about e-waste. Now come, let's discuss about the e-waste management. What is e-waste management? In industries, management of e-waste should begin at the point of generation. This can be done by waste minimization techniques and by sustainable product design. Waste minimization in industries involves adapting. There are some methods of e-waste management. Those are inventory management, production process modification, volume reduction, recovery, and reuse. Waste hierarchy is a tool used in the evaluation processes that protect the environment alongside resources and energy consumption, from most favorable to the least favorable actions. E-waste hierarchy includes 5 actions: prevent, reduce, reuse, recycle, and dispose. What is prevent? It's the action to reduce waste, such as extending the lifespan to slow replacement. Reduce, lowering the amount of waste produced. What is reuse? If someone donate or sell off any electronic, another people can use it. Recycle. It is the action of using parts of old electronics to make new products. Dispose. Anything that can't be usefully extracted from the waste stream will go to the landfill. In e-waste hierarchy, prevention is the best way and disposal is the worst way. Let's discuss about the methods of e-waste disposal. First, incineration. It's the process of control and complete combustion for burning solid wastes. It leads to energy recovery and destruction of toxic wastes. Landfills, a system of trash and garbage disposal in which the waste is buried between layers of earth to build up a low-lying land. Reusing and recycling. The recycling is done by sorting, dismantling, and recovery of valuable materials, and this is achieved through refurbishing and reuse. So here comes the safe disposal of e-waste. Why we should ensure safe disposal? First, the formation of hazardous matter. Many electronic devices contain hazardous chemicals. If not disposed safely, then it can be harmful to people, animals, and the environment. In addition to contaminating soil, hazardous wastes can pollute the air and leach into the water sources. Secondly, and the most important point is the data privacy. Many people forget that thrown out electronics may open themselves up to security risks, like computers, smartphones, and tablets may hold sensitive data, which, if goes in wrong hands, may arise risk to personal life and business, etc. So, before disposing, we should formal all the personal data. Let's think that how we can safely dispose. First option, give back to electronic companies and drop off points. Lots of electronic companies have exchange policy, whereby they take back old gadgets while buying a later version. Second, visit civic institutions. By inquiring amongst government, universities, school for any recycling programs to drop off the e-waste. Third option, donating outdated technology. The old gadgets that are running but no longer of our need, it may be useful for others. Fourth, the sale off of outdated technology. One man's junk is another man's treasure. If anyone don't want to donate old gadgets, they can sell it through many sites like Craigslist, eBay, etc. For fifth option, giving e-waste to a certified e-waste recycler. Finding out an e-waste recycler who is officially certified by the Basel Action Network, which is a non-profit organization of recycling companies. Recycling processes which are widely used. Treatment options of e-waste that are landfilling and incineration. Conventional technologies that are used in India. E-waste trade value chain and CRT treatment technology. Technologies which are used currently in India. Decontamination, dismantling, pulverization, shredding. Effects of recycling. Let's discuss about the advantages of recycling e-waste. Removing high value assets to be replaced with newer items is called asset management. This process is also commonly referred as asset recovery or reverse logistics. This is a great advantage of recycling. Second, reduce, reuse, and recycle are the most common methods to reduce the landfill waste. Third, by recycling the e-waste, the environment remains conserved and protected. Fourth, saving energy reduces air and water pollution and conserves natural resources, which in turn creates a healthier living environment. There are also many disadvantages of recycling. First, recycling process of e-waste requires a large amount of space, which is somehow inaccessible in today's world. Second, the processes which are used in case of recycling are not environmentally sound treatment as it emits harmful gases and residues. Emission of cadmium and mercury is a very great disadvantage. The process of e-waste recycling goes through various steps. Collection is the initial stage of recycling process. Recyclers collect the e-waste and transport it to recycling plants. Those collected waste has to be stored safely to avoid any problem. So safe storage is very necessary. After sorting and separation of plastics and metals, an internal circuitry is done. Iron, steel, aluminium, copper, and circuit boards are separated from the material stream through various separation processes. Visual inspection and hand sorting improves the quality of extracted material. After the shredding, sorting, and separation is done, the separated materials are prepared for sale as usable raw materials for production of new electronics or other products. The e-waste management includes activities that are firstly recycling. It includes activities collection, certification, legal compliance, disposal of hazards. Secondly, remarketing. It includes repairing, refurbishing, and upgrading, save and lease, charity or donation. Thirdly, the data security. And lastly, the integrated logistics services. Let's talk about some responsibilities that should be taken. First, talk about government responsibilities. Enforcing strict regulations against the dumping of e-waste in the country by outsiders. Should explore the opportunities to partner with manufacturers and retailers to provide recycling services. Responsibilities of industries. Standardize components for easy disassembly. Utilize the technology sharing particularly for manufacturing and remanufacturing. Our responsibilities. Gathering any unwanted electronic equipment and finding a national recycling center of the company where we can take these things for recycling. So now I will like to call Supratik to represent the next part. Supratik, please continue.
Thank you, Ritaja. Let us see the recycling and reprocessing units in India. Silampur in Delhi is the largest e-waste dismantling center in India. Others are 3R Recycler Private Limited, Eco Green India, BRP Infotech Private Limited, Shredders and Shredding Co., Ramki e-waste recycling facility, Atero Electronics, and lastly ER3 Solution Private Limited. Please show the next slide. Hulla Deck, Kolkata-based e-waste management firm Hulla Deck plans to recycle 50,000 tons of e-waste annually by 2025. There is a need for organized players in e-waste collection and proper handling, which is not taking place as the unorganized scrap dealers don't have the knowledge of handling hazardous element. Hulla Deck Recycling Chairman Managing Director Nandan Mon said, the country generated 3.2 million tons of e-waste in 2020. Its recycling is now a rupees 1,600 crore industry. The company has an e-waste collection network in 23 cities of 13 states at present and plans to increase the presence in all the states. The scrap dealers resort to acid bath or chemical leaching for metal extraction. This method only recovers 20 to 25% of the precious metals. They also dismantle the electronic items, retrieving metals that have a resale value. Please show the next slide. In present, in present time, e-waste has come up as a global challenge. An estimated 50 million tons of e-waste are produced each year. USA discards 30 million computers each year and 100 million phones are disposed of in Europe each year. The Environmental Protection Agency EPA estimates that only 15 to 20% of e-waste is recycled. The rest of the electronics go directly into landfills and incineration. The amount of e-waste being produced, including mobile phones and computer, could rise by as much as 500% over the next decade in some countries such as India. United States in the world leads in producing electronic waste, tossing away about 3 million tons each year. China already produces about 2 to 3 million tons domestically. China remains a major e-waste dumping ground for developed countries. Please show the next slide. Let us talk about the electronic waste dump of the world, GU China. It is often referred to as the e-waste capital of the world. The city employs over 150,000 e-waste workers that work through 16 hours a day. Soaring level of toxic heavy metals and organic contaminants in the soil. 82% of the GU children had blood lead levels more than 100. The highest concentration of lead were found in the children whose parents' work deals with the circuit boards, and the lowest was among those who recycle plastic. Please change the slide. In this usage statistic, we can see we are generating more than 40 million tons of e-waste a year, and only 27% of this is recycled. As many as 3,000 personal computer, 8,500 mobile handset, 5,500 TV sets are dismantled in the Delhi every day for reuse of their component part and materials. India is in the 5th position in the generation of e-waste. Total number of PC users in India is 80 million. Electronic waste is piling up around at a rate of 40 million tons per year. Change the slide, please. Then what's the solution? Proper laws and policies should be made. Growing up awareness among consumers and manufacturers. Recyclable products should be made. Not to throw any old equipments. Import under license. Recognition to the unorganized sector in India. Here comes with the conclusion. E-waste has emerged as one of the fastest growing waste streams worldwide today. Electronic gadgets with the proper disposal can cause environment harm. Reuse and recycle are more beneficial than simple disposal. Designing of products using environment-friendly raw items can make a change. Government shall take steps to reduce e-waste disposal. Okay, Ritaja, please come to continue.
Okay, Supratik very nicely explained all the things. So now we are here to acknowledge. We would like to express our special thanks of gratitude to our teacher, Mr. Shomojit Ghorai, for his vital support, guidance, and encouragement, without which this project would not have been possible, and for giving us the golden opportunity to do this wonderful project on the topic electronic waste management.
Also, we would like to thank our parents and friends for their constant support, which helped us a lot to finalize this project within a specified time frame. So these are the references and the software which we used.
So finally, we are here to end our presentation.
Thank you, everyone.